Hello, Aries. Welcome to your general love read for May 11th through the 17th. This is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate, there is a link in the description box for the Patreon extended program, which gives you the entire month of extendeds and access to the past extendeds. As well, I don't know what else I want to say. My head is like in the clouds today because we've had no internet. I've been waiting all day to do this. And like I had this whole schedule planned for the week and I did like everything perfectly yesterday. And now I'm like, what has happened? I don't know what planetary shift created this, but I am not a fan. And then I have a teenager that's trying me, really trying me. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to start out with a mindset card for the collective. And then I'm going to pull out an intention for your read. And I will do a base of just 4 cards. And then I will clarify those. Then I will move on and do deeper clarification with a second deck. I've pulled out a third deck because when I was waiting for the internet to come back and I was messing around with readings, my one deck was asking to have lighter use and to use another deck. So we'll see if that happens during your reading. Then I will do some cards from the universe to do a final clarification, an oracle card, and then when I move into the extended, I'm going to be actually going through and doing that process for your person to get deeper clarification on your person. So also, roles can be reversed. Time is fluid, so if you come upon this in November and it resonates with you, then, you know, wonderful. So let's go ahead and pull a collective mindset card. And I've got my eyeball glasses. Here we go. Universe. Universal energy surges through you today and leads you to new and brilliant spaces. My nature is divine. I am a spiritual being. We are an impossibility in an impossible universe. That's the quote. It's from Ray Bradbury. So, universe. All right. So, tell me about the possibilities of love for Aries. I am an intuitive, so I am reading energy from the cards, not taught tarot, but what the cards are telling me and what spirit guide is informing me along the way. Tell me about possibilities of love. Aries, thank you. Well, that is way too many. We're not taking those, but we'll take the one that came up top. All right. So, possibilities of love. Aries, thank you. That's too many. I just need 4 more. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, intention, you got 2. You get the dream. So I feel like you know what is possible with your person and you are connecting with them in dream state. However, you're not together right now, and so you're feeling just really sad about it. However, you're being reminded here to just go with the flow. Go with the flow and allow it to play out in divine timing, which I know we do not like to hear about divine timing. None of us do. There's not one person on the planet that goes, oh yes, I'll just wait for divine timing. That sounds perfect. Yeah, we don't like that. However, that is exactly what you're being told, is that it's divine timing. We're not clarifying yet, sorry. So overall energy for the reading, I told you it's like this. Blah. Overall energy for the reading, 6 of Pentacles. So this is very balanced, and I feel like you do want to give this like very equal contribution to your person. In the past, the energy was the moon. So I feel like you weren't really clear about what you wanted, kind of deceptive about the way that you felt about this person. And you were definitely, I'm being told you were calling them in. You were calling them in, right? You were trying to like bring them to you. Current energy is 2 of Swords. So you do have to make a decision. There is a decision to be made, and you're a little bit torn about it, but I do feel like you know what decision you want to make. Future energy is Ace of Swords. It really is you cutting through the BS and getting to the heart of what all of this means to you. So tell me about this 6 of Pentacles. So you feel like you're really giving to your person, right? Like I said, you're equal duality, and yet there's something that doesn't feel quite right. Like you have paused and you are reflecting on what does this mean? Where is this going? And you're really trying to use your intuition. Now, I do feel like this energy has to do with possibly the distance between you and your person and past energies that you've dealt with in your relationships in your life, because you're coming through with this 7 of Swords where you have this feeling that there has been betrayal, and you're ready to pull out the sword and just cut things off if you need to. With those 2 of Swords here, looking at them in your future, right? Which, what did we have, right? 2 of Swords. But I do feel like it is a deceptive energy. I'll clarify it more when I come back around. Tell me about this past energy of the moon. So I do feel like you and your person, like, it's kind of come and go, hit and miss. They come forward, they run away. Chaser, runner sort of energy, right? And I can see you, I'm feeling you like calling or messaging and not getting a reply and getting all up in your head about what you think that means. Now, once you talk to your person, it's very easygoing. The flow is really nice, but yeah. So 3 of Pentacles. So you are being reminded that there is a really good synergistic energy between your person, and it's coming through with this Hierophant, which is this desire for a commitment. And I do feel like it's your person. So why the 2 of Swords in this current energy? I got this 2 of Swords up. It escaped. So This decision, you're being called for transformation because we had the Tower. And I feel like this has to do with this underlying energy of fear. I mean, almost possibly with this dream card, like you could actually be imagining your person, dreaming that your person is with someone else. And you're being told to go with the flow. You're being told, right, that you are holding on to this past energy where you think there's betrayal, and yet we've got this Hierophant coming forward. And so if you can't go with the flow, you're going to create this Tower moment. Because we've got these two energies. We've got the Empress and we've got the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this Knight of Swords energy is you, where you are deeply internalizing everything and creating your own pain point. Your person is just vulnerable and open and happy, and they don't quite understand what's going on here. And I feel like you're not communicating. And look what pops out. That's too many to take, but there's death, right? Tell me about this Ace of Swords. So you're going to be like, I'm going to cut through all this BS. And what's that going to create? It's going to create conflict. It's going to create problems. And you're going to be like, listen, I was just trying to get justice here. But, you know, your person is in the cold because they're like, listen, I thought we were actually creating something here together. I'm really confused about where this is going there. That's what they feel. So let's see if we can clarify this just a little bit more. Tell me about this Seven of Swords energy. So I feel like you do have a habit of like pulling things forward from the universe. When it gets tough, getting into your head, getting into your heart space, pulling yourself in, and then walking away from love. This could be a very codependent energy that you have not worked through. Tell me about this past energy. So I feel like your person, they could have wanted this commitment in the past. And Three of Wands, you didn't want to believe that there wasn't something else going on. You do see them as being this player, this temptation, that they're not doing good things. And I think that you were like, well, this is an end of a cycle. But I would question you as to what cycle actually needed to end at that point. Tell me more about this World card. So yeah, this person was coming in with 10 of Cups, sending you Knight of Cups, bringing in this offer, right? This beautiful offer coming towards you. And you're coming through with this Nine of Wands. Walls up, feeling passionate about it, but eyes closed, not looking at the situation at all. So why the Tower? It's happened too quickly. It's happened too quickly and it feels too good. Took you away from your pain. Again, see Chariot, happened too quickly. Put you in your head. You start listening to ego. You stop listening to your higher self. You're like, I've got to make this decision. I've got to end this. It's just too much emotion too quickly. So tell me about Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're afraid. You are afraid because here's the Lover's card. You are feeling this twin flame soulmate energy, and you are so afraid that they are not going to take this cup. You're not even seeing that you're already getting it. And so you're just saying, universe, this must not be for me. I'll just leave this be and let you go fill up my cup elsewhere. You've got a lot of work to do, Aries. Tell me about Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, just what I said. This is my, clearing beliefs. Ace of Swords. You need to clear those beliefs. You need to get rid of what your thought patterns are up here that are no longer serving you. And you need to get rid of that programming and reprogram. Because the truth is that this is your Nine of Cups. This is your wish fulfilled. And I feel like you've just been watching for this person to leave. And this person's like, I'm just standing here with passion for you. What do you mean, leave? You're turning your head and you're just not taking this wand. You're just not taking this action. Tell me about Five of Swords. Yeah, here you are, Queen of Swords energy. You've put your cup away. You're just going to go on to whatever is next, all right? Move on because you don't know where this is going. Yes, it was taking you away from your pain, but it was also creating this internal fear. Like, what if this is actually what it is? I could get hurt again. And so Ace of Cups, I feel like you're actually refusing to receive this cup. And with the Ace of Swords energy underneath, it really is about you being like, no, I don't want to get hurt. I am going to pull from this other deck. I want to know why you struggle with receiving. So it has to do with a past relationship. Doesn't have to be yours. It could have been parents, but it could have been yours. I'm getting that it was a deep commitment. Four of Wands. Very passionate, very connected, very twin flamey. And I'm seeing with the star right now is that your energies were split because of this. Like your belief system was split as far as how do infinite relationships work. And that brings up this inner fight in you where Five of Wands, we've got these, you know, there's this internal fight here with your passions and your heart. And there's you looking to your ego, right? Like, well, what do we do, guys? Do we fight too? Do we keep going? What do we do? And then you refuse to receive. So tell me about the Eight of Cups. Yeah, deception, the moon. And there's that strict, structured Hierophant. This one is my beliefs and foundations card. Whatever it was that happened, whatever the marriage was, the relationship was that messed you up, it created these concrete beliefs that you're not worth it, you're not able to have that kind of love, you missed out on your chance, that won't come by again. If it does, you're just going to get hurt again. And so it's put you in this King of Swords energy where you're like, well, I want it a specific way where I can control it, and if not, I'm not moving forward. And that's very deceptive. This is very deceptive because what you truly want is this full moon, this manifestation of love. So let's pull a couple of cards from the universe. Again, a reminder with the Chariot that there are things out of your control and that the universe is going to keep throwing things at you until you wake up and get a new perspective on all of this pain, on all of this codependency that you need to work on, because there's this energy. You are very passionate, but when it comes to the unknown, when it comes to you not being able to control things, you become very restrictive. And the universe is saying, you know, that restrictive energy is not going to work because we're just going to keep throwing things at you. And that you might miss out on this opportunity. Okay. Focus on the light. You're focusing on the dark. Focus on the light. 37. 3 but 7, that's a 10. That's an ending. Focus on the light. Focus on the light. Let it come in. Very much what this was telling you. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You know, look at this with the universe. Universal energy surges through you today, right? My nature is divine. I am a spiritual being. We are an impossibility in an impossible universe, right? You are within the universe. The universe isn't going to give up on you. Go with the flow and focus on just the light. Quit focusing on all the darkness and all of the fears. So, Aries, when I go into this extended, I'm going to clarify what really is going on with your person, how they're feeling, and clarify if there is any actuality to these fears that you have. All right? So I will see you there, hopefully. The link's in the description box. Bye.